Hi, this is Sanjay Gangal from AECCafe and MCAT I'm here with Marc Dulude, President and CEO of Rent Worldwide. Hello, Marc.
Hello, how are you, Sanjay?
I'm doing great. Marc, how's the show been going for you?
It has been fantastic. People have been commenting on the booth traffic that we've been getting. It has been overwhelming, even with two booths that we had combined as a result of our recent merger with Avatech. And even with that combined booth space, I think pretty much the largest or one of the largest on the floor, we have not had enough room for people. Lineups at each one of the things that we've been showing. So we're very, very pleased by the booth traffic.
Tell us a little bit about Rent itself and also about the merger with Avatech.
Great, thank you. So Rand Worldwide is the parent company. IMAGINiT is the Autodesk-focused part of the business. IMAGINiT very recently, on August 17th, merged with Avatech. Those were the two largest North American of ours of Autodesk products before. Now creates by far the largest. IMAGINiT also has operations in Singapore, Malaysia, and Australia, and Canada, so in 5 countries. So I think that this merger has also generated a great deal of excitement over our prospects right now and how things are going for us. And so that's Rand and IMAGINiT as the company. And as I say, when you put them together, you end up seeing something that's pretty exciting. We have access to much more than products. We've got the largest service organization that you could find. We move service people around country to use that experience in various places. We do archiving systems in addition. We do things with PTC users, with Dassault users, with Siemens users. So I think that our long history in this area for both CAD, CAM CAE areas, as well as with data management, really puts us in a completely different league.
What type of services do you provide?
So services we do, everything from simple web-based training, so people can get on, and we do hundreds of these a year that people can sign up for. Even sometimes we're doing video blogs that people can get on. So it might be at the most simplistic level, all the way up to we do BIM implementations across international boundaries to help people go and get their projects implemented. We do custom development, software development. We've sold products to Autodesk after we've developed them. Other times we go and just sell the products to our customers as well. So we do custom development. We've created mobile apps. So pretty much anything technical that you might imagine, we are able to go and do in the BSD, MSD, ISD space, mechanical space, data management. I think if you look over our history, we probably have more data management implementations than I think any VAR that you'll see anywhere. And if it's not, it's going to be pretty close.
And what specifically are you showing here at your booth?
So we announced a Scan to BIM product. That's one that we developed internally. Scan to BIM is the first application that takes point cloud data from scanning and puts it right into Revit so that people, especially as renovations are occurring, are able to use that data instead of trying to recreate the as-built type information inside of Revit. And so that's one of the things that we've been highlighting. We have another booth as well, because another whole part of our business is curriculum development, courseware development. That's the Ascent product line, and so in our booth there we announced that now Ascent has a new e-store in place, able to take foreign currency transactions, ship or actually produce locally, internationally as well. So we think that broadens our scope even more. And that was important for us because Autodesk decided to exit that space directly and to adopt Ascent as one of its 2 providers of courseware and curricula. And so we felt that was important. And it provides a great opportunity for our customers to be able to buy either with credit cards or with POs, get their own user accounts set up on that e-store. So we think that's a big step forward, and we announced that as well. And of course, we also are announcing our great people. We have 13 presenters that are doing 32 different sessions here at AU, and so a very, very rich set of technical information that we're providing as well.
And do you provide both internet-based courseware as well as in-class courseware?
We do. And then also additionally, for those of our customers that have signed up, we have 24/7 access to a bunch of information, video information, blog information, courseware information that's been segmented to make it available to people. All of that is available on our various client portals. And now with the combination with Avatech, we have the opportunity to combine those 2 two very strong offerings, and we've done that as well. So yes, people have access, web-based, in-course, buying it right off of the web, to have the materials themselves. So we try and make it available in any way possible.
Okay. And you also mentioned the scan to BIM. Are you seeing a lot of people adopting that to scan existing buildings to create the building information models?
Yeah, that's exactly the purpose of it. And we've seen tremendous interest in the Scan to BIM product since we released it, and it was just released a couple of days ago. And so we've had people lining up to go and see it. And it's been interesting because people will show up and they'll start to describe their problem to us, and we'll say, "You're joking, right? I mean, you must have seen our announcement." They say, "No, what are you talking about?" And we'll go and we'll show them the product demo, and they just cannot believe what it is that we've done. So tremendous interest that we've gotten already off of this product.
Tell us the type of problems this thing solves for your customers.
And so somebody that does want to use the information in a broader scope, in a BIM environment, typically they would end up having to go and create the data themselves that would model, what kind of a building do I have? What are the outside dimensions of it? Instead, they use a scanning system. For us, we work with Leica for scanners, and they are able to use that point of cloud information in order to now just go directly into Revit, much easier, just by going and saying, here's the building that's already in place, instead of trying to figure out how do I go and model it. You already have the data if you've scanned it.
Do you primarily work with Leica, or do you work with Trimble or some of the other companies also?
For us, we primarily work with Leica, but that's because we're a Leica partner for quite some time. But the information that we don't have such restriction, though.
Where do you see Rend moving forward in the coming years?
Well, Rend intends to continue being one of Autodesk's most valuable partners. I think that we're the largest partner to Autodesk in the geographies that we serve. One of the largest that they have in the world, perhaps the largest, and so we intend to continue in that area, but also we want to expand beyond that, and that's not at the expense of Autodesk, but it's in addition to. So we've been working closely with Autonomy as well. We've been a long-time Autonomy partner in the archiving space, and we find that every time we go into engineering companies, almost without exception, especially those that are focused on BIM, and we start to describe the kinds of problems that we can solve with our archiving systems, archiving and retrieval, of course, people get very excited by that kind of information. And so we think that information management, archiving, retrieval, we've created, along with Autonomy, a brand new offering that we call RAND Secure Archive, which is a web-based, or it's a storage as a service type approach to allow the SMB to be able to use these types of systems. We think that's very exciting. And so we see diversification so that we can add more products into what we can bring to our customers. We think that is important. But again, as I say, not at the expense of Autodesk. We think that we want to retain this coveted spot that we have already.
And any particular strategic investments or new acquisitions that you can talk about?
No, none that I can talk about. We are a public company right now, but we did just complete the merger with Avatech a few months ago. We are hard at it with going and integrating these two companies. So far, we have been beyond excited by how well it's going. Autodesk has been very complimentary of our efforts in this, in that kind of an approach as well. So I think we'll finish that off, before we embark on trying to do any more of those. So for some period of time, anyways, I wouldn't expect to see another acquisition out of us.
Okay, and how big is Rend in terms of people and revenue?
So in terms of the revenue, we just released our September quarterly results, and it's a little bit difficult to tell from that because the SEC requirements had us comparing a prior year period with a partially changed period. But what we had said in the press release when we made the announcement of the merger is that it was kind of like an $80 or $82 million business. We have somewhere around 400 people, just under 400 people in these 5 countries and about 50 offices.
Thank you very much, Mark. Have a great show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.